Hello, and how are you this lovely Wednesday evening? First of all, I know that there have been a lot of discussion type videos lately, and you might be thinking, Kevin, wasn't the whole point of this to film your everyday life? Well, to be completely honest, not a lot that interesting happened today. The game that we were playing at youth tonight wasn't really the sort of thing that could be filmed for interesting content, so I ultimately just landed on, I'll find something to talk about. And, incidentally, I did find something to talk about. This evening, after church, I decided to go to the grocery store because I needed some food, and I decided, I'll pick up at least a couple of things. I might not do a full grocery run, but I'll at least get enough food to carry me over until the next time I'm actually able to go for a full shopping trip. And there was one particular item I had in mind that I'll probably talk more about tomorrow, but they didn't have it at the first store I went to, so I had to go to another store. I got all my other stuff and I packed up my car and everything. I'm just like, okay, cool. I can get one other thing in another place and things will be okay. So I go to another place, grab the item, and I start heading towards the lanes. There are only 2 aisles open, and there's no self-checkout, and so naturally, since I only have one item, I gravitate towards the express lane. 12 items or less, so on and so forth. And let me tell you something about grocery store courtesy. Don't use the express lane if you have more than double the maximum items. Like, I get, say if it's 10 items, you have maybe 11 or 13 items. That's not a huge deal. Technically you're being disingenuous, but I'm not going to hold it against you. But if the amount of items that you're supposed to have is 12, and you have upwards of 40, you're the problem. And in addition to this, the people who happened to be in the line in front of me had the gall to use multiple coupons. And for those of you who don't know a lot about grocery stores and coupons, a lot of the time they have some problems with them. So you went into the express lane with a bunch of items and had multiple coupons. Don't do that. Again, there were only 2 lanes open, so I kind of understand that I'd be dealing with about the same line regardless of whether they were actually following the rules. But I mean, I had literally one thing. I don't know, I have a lot of feelings about like grocery store courtesy and all that sort of stuff, specifically like shopping carts. People leave their shopping carts in the middle of the parking lot. Not only are you creating extra work for minimum wage workers trying to forge their way in the world, you're also potentially causing large amounts of property damage by loose shopping carts. You are being selfish, you are being rude, you are the problem with society. But, I'm not gonna get on a soapbox right now, partly because I'm tired and it's pretty late, but also because this would be a really long video if I ranted for as long as I possibly could about people leaving shopping carts out. I have a lot of feelings. But that was my grocery story. Get it? I'm sorry. But that's all I have for today. Share it with me in the comments if you have any similar stories, someone just completely abusing the purpose of the express lane, or just any real grocery store story that you find is particularly relevant or interesting. I'm interested to talk about it. But that's all I have for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I guess I will see you tomorrow.